Learn English to Gujarati, as a rule, mostly, and
अपवाद रूपे.
funny phrase stories. Welcome, brave listener. Hey, you are about to learn some very useful Gujarati phrases without falling asleep on your dictionary. We will keep it practical, funny, and just a little dramatic. Today you will meet phrases for what usually happens, what happens in many situations, what happens only once in a while, and where the limit is. In English, that means phrases like as a rule, mostly, predominantly, in most cases, in many cases, exceptionally, and at most. In Gujarati, you will hear
સામાન્ય રીતે, મોટે ભાગે, મુખ્યત્વે, મોટાભાગના કિસ્સાઓમાં, ઘણા કિસ્સાઓમાં, અપવાદ રૂપે,
and.
વધુમાં વધુ.
If that sounds like a lot, do not worry. In most cases, panic is unnecessary. See? You already learned one. The tea shop rule. Let us start with the queen of routine phrases. Imagine a tea shop where even the cat respects office hours. As a rule is
સામાન્ય રીતે.
Think of it as the phrase for normal patterns, the everyday road, the usual habit. For example,
અહીં ટ્રેનો સામાન્ય રીતે સમય પર આવે છે.
that means, as a rule, trains arrive on time here. Another one.
તે સવારે સામાન્ય રીતે ચા પીવે છે.
She, as a rule, drinks tea in the morning. And now the tea shop cat says, very seriously,
સામાન્ય રીતે.
nap time begins after snacks. Not always, not never, just usually. That is your key idea. Mostly means the biggest slice. Now let us move from routine to percentages. Imagine a pizza where one slice is tiny and all the others are shouting, we are the majority. Mostly is
મોટે ભાગે.
it means for the greater part. Example.
હું સવારે મોટે ભાગે ચા પીઉં છું.
I mostly drink tea in the morning. Another.
આજે આકાશ મોટે ભાગે સ્વચ્છ હતું.
The sky was mostly clear today. Funny memory trick. A cat announces it is on a strict diet but
મોટે ભાગે.
eats everybody else's snacks. So if most of something is true, present, or happening, use
મોટે ભાગે.
when one thing dominates. Ready for a smarter sounding word? Good. This is the phrase you use when one feature is clearly the boss. Predominantly is
મુખ્યત્વે.
it is close to mainly or chiefly. Example.
વસ્તી મુખ્યત્વે શહેરી છે.
The population is predominantly urban. Another.
આ વિસ્તાર મુખ્યત્વે સૂકો છે.
This region is predominantly dry. Imagine a sandwich with one lettuce leaf and a mountain of cheese. That sandwich is
મુખ્યત્વે.
cheese. Delicious, yes. Balanced, no. Cases, folders, and detective drama. Now we enter detective mode. Please picture a dramatic office with dusty files, intense music, and absolutely no actual solving of crimes. In most cases is
મોટાભાગના કિસ્સાઓમાં.
Example.
મોટાભાગના કિસ્સાઓમાં.
The bus arrives on time. It means this is true in the majority of situations. In many cases is
ઘણા કિસ્સાઓમાં.
Example.
ઘણા કિસ્સાઓમાં.
Practice helps more than theory. This means it is true in many situations, but it sounds a little less strong than, in most cases. So if 9 out of 10 folders say the same thing, use
મોટાભાગના કિસ્સાઓમાં.
If many folders say it, but you are not counting like a dramatic statistician, use
ઘણા કિસ્સાઓમાં.
and yes, in many detective shows.
ઘણા કિસ્સાઓમાં.
The person who says, I have nothing to hide, has a basement full of weird maps. One weird exception. Everything was normal. Then suddenly, one strange thing happened. That is your moment for the next word. Exceptionally is.
अपवाद रूपे.
This is what you say when something happens as an exception, not as the usual pattern. Example.
अपवाद रूपे.
Dukana mode sudi kuli rahi. The shop stayed open late, exceptionally. Another.
अपवाद रूपे.
Aim eka vadarana mahamanain manjari api. Exceptionally, we allowed one extra guest. Imagine a strict guard saying no, 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 and then one day saying
अपवाद रूपे.
yes. That yes is powerful because it is rare. The sealing word. Now let us talk limits. Not emotional limits. Snack limits. At most is.
વધુમાં વધુ.
It marks the highest possible number, amount, or time. Example.
અમે વધુમાં વધુ 1 કલાક રહી શકીએ.
We can stay for at most 1 hour. Another.
વધુમાં વધુ ફક્ત 10 લોકો આવશે.
At most, only 10 people will come. Imagine a child asking for 100 ice creams. The vendor sighs deeply and says,
વધુમાં વધુ.
2. Wisdom lives in limits. Mini dialogue chaos. Time to hear the phrases in action. These people are fictional, but their confusion is very real. A. Do trains arrive on time here? B.
સામાન્ય રીતે.
Yes. As a rule, yes. A. Do you cook at home? B.
મોટે ભાગે.
But sometimes I order food because my vegetables and I have creative disagreements. A. Is this town rural? B. No, it is.
મુખ્યત્વે.
Urban. A. Does this plan work? B.
મોટાભાગના કિસ્સાઓમાં.
Yes. A. Does practice help? B.
ઘણા કિસ્સાઓમાં.
Absolutely. A. Can I bring one extra guest? B.
अपवाद रूपे.
Yes. Do not make this a lifestyle. A. How many sweets may I take? B.
વધુમાં વધુ.
2. A tragedy, but a useful sentence. Quick memory drill. You are doing great. Now answer in your head before I tell you the solution. How do you say as a rule?
સામાન્ય રીતે.
How do you say mostly?
મોટે ભાગે.
How do you say predominantly?
મુખ્યત્વે.
How do you say in most cases?
મોટાભાગના કિસ્સાઓમાં.
How do you say in many cases?
ઘણા કિસ્સાઓમાં.
How do you say exceptionally?
अपवाद रूपे.
How do you say at most?
વધુમાં વધુ.
Your tiny challenge. Let us finish with a challenge you can actually use today. No cape required. Try making your own short sentences. For example, as a rule, I wake up early. Mostly, I drink tea. My neighborhood is predominantly quiet. In most cases, my bus is late. In many cases, simple words are best. Exceptionally, I skip tea. At most, I study for 20 minutes before checking my phone like it contains state secrets. Now replace the key phrases with Gujarati.
સામાન્ય રીતે. મોટે ભાગે. મુખ્યત્વે. મોટાભાગના કિસ્સાઓમાં. ઘણા કિસ્સાઓમાં. अपवाद रूपे.
And.
વધુમાં વધુ.
Thanks and keep going. Nice work today. You learned useful Gujarati phrases that make your speech sound natural, precise, and a little bit impressive. Thank you for listening. Keep practicing these words out loud.
સામાન્ય રીતે. મોટે ભાગે. મુખ્યત્વે. મોટાભાગના કિસ્સાઓમાં. ઘણા કિસ્સાઓમાં. अपवाद रूपે.
And.
વધુમાં વધુ.
Practice a little every day, laugh at the silly examples, and soon these phrases will feel natural. See you in the next chapter.